right, Braves country, welcome to 2026. This is our first episode in the new year. Thanks for hanging with us. You can see we are in our favorite spot at Mr. B's Bar. However, we're not in our plush chairs. We are standing.
And we've got something really, really exciting to talk about. I mean, I feel like everyone's always excited for the schedule to come out. They're excited to see, what opponents are coming to Truist Park. Maybe some Braves fans are going to plan their road trips this year. But one thing I always keep my eye on is our giveaway schedule. So we're about to show you guys all the giveaways for the 2026 season. These ones are really good. I've had a sneak peek at them. But first, Jori, I mean, you're on the marketing team, so I feel like this is something a lot of fans wonder, or maybe they don't, but what goes into creating all these giveaways? Like from start to finish, what's that process like?
So believe it or not, we've been working on these since June of last year.
Wow.
So we have a really big brainstorm session where folks from every single department get invited, and we just kind of say, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? So we throw a whole bunch of ideas out, and then a smaller group of us comes together to start to whittle some things down, like what do we really want to pursue, what could be feasible. I have a lot of conversations with my counterparts who I think do a good job, like the San Diego Padres, the Texas Rangers. So a lot of us are kind of talking like, what's worked really well for you? Have you seen any new cool items? So we're always just kind of keeping an eye open for what other teams and sports are doing. And then it's just kind of deciding, which ones we want to do kind of within our budget, and then getting to work on them.
Man, and in terms of like the number of giveaways that we have this season, how does it compare to seasons in the past?
Yeah, so we actually have a few more than we normally do, which we're really excited about. And we shifted our strategy a little bit, so you're going to see more of them like on Fridays. Kids giveaways are back again on every Sunday. We'll get into that. But we really wanted to pick games where, it wasn't necessarily just a weekday, but it was also weekends, when school's in, during the summer, when, bigger matchups, medium matchups. So we're really excited how it's shaped up.
Well, I say we jump in because I'm really excited.
Let's do it.
We're going to start with some jerseys.
Yes.
Now, I've worked for the Braves it'll be my 4th season this year. Have we done jerseys like this in the past?
No,
Okay.
This truly is like Christmas for me, because I feel like I've been working on these for 9 months, and then it's here and we're putting them out there, and
they're your babies.
I know,
they're on the way up here and we're setting everything up. Dory's like, I don't want anything to happen. Then I feel like these are my babies and I hope people like them.
We've been working on them. Yeah, I know. I'm like, if we put these out there and people are like, we hate that, that's lame. I always get nervous. But no, to answer your question, a lot of teams have done these crossover jerseys where you stick with the brand of your team, but it's a different sport type of jersey. So if you remember back in June, we did that great giveaway idea where fans could submit ideas. And so one of the ideas that was submitted,
I didn't know that we did that,
was a jersey kind of crossover jersey series.
Okay.
So, and that's who we ended up winning, that's who we ended up
choosing.
Thank
you chose that
Thank
person,
you.
whoever it is out there that submitted that
words
idea.
are hard.
They are. It's cold
words
outside.
Are hard. It's very cold. But yeah, so a law student here in Atlanta submitted this idea.
Neat.
So I got to call him and kind of say, like, you just won 2 season tickets because we took your
so
idea.
there was a prize for it too.
Yeah,
okay,
so
awesome.
he won 2 season tickets, and he suggested a football, basketball, and soccer. We've added on hockey. But yeah, so we've got 4 jerseys in this series. This is a football one featuring Michael Harris because he's a football fan.
Oh, that's a super
We've
cool
got
one.
basketball,
Yeah,
which
this one looks
I think is probably my favorite one. So we've got Acuna on here. He's buddies with a lot of those guys. Also quite good at basketball himself.
Yeah, did you guys purposefully pick certain players for certain sports?
We did. Yep, we did. Michael, we know, is follows college football. This could also work for pro football. He's a big Falcons fan too. Ronald is like friends with a bunch of NBA players. And then
like
soccer, because Atlanta's hosting World Cup this year. So we did 26 for year 2026. And then we've got this crest and 4 stars representing our 4 World Series.
Nice.
And then
this is my favorite one.
This is
I have to say, this one's really cool.
Hockey. And we kind of, like, to be honest with you, we went back and forth on hockey because we're like, we're at the Deep South. We don't even have a hockey team here. But we were like, we got to add hockey. It's such like a unique jersey in and of itself. And our rookie of the year, we know, is a big hockey fan and was quite good at hockey himself. So we put Drake Baldwin on this one. We're going to work with the Nashville Predators to do a hockey night
Nice.
During this season. So I think it's a lot of fun. So yeah, this was this is what I'm really excited about, this crossover jersey series starting in June through September. So
they'll each be given out on a specific night.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And
Yep.
we'll have a schedule for that. We can get you guys, but we won't bore you with the dates right now.
Exactly.
All right, now hockey reminds me of the colds. We're moving over from the cold to looks like what might be some summer giveaways.
Exactly, Lauren. Yes. So we have kind of paired everything into collections. So that was our jersey collection. And then we have just like a game day wearables collection. So this is really cool. This is a corduroy kind of old school hat right here. We've got an American flag on the side because this one's going to be during Independence Week at Truist Park.
Perfect.
So mark your calendars for that. Sponsored by Napa. We have a long-standing history of doing like cool caps with Napa. So I think folks are really going to like that.
That one might have to come home with me today. We'll give you a heads up.
This is my only sample, Lauren. So
okay,
maybe
it's off
later.
the way. Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe
I
later.
have to wait?
Yep. We also have a cowboy hat, and it took us like 3 months to get this. We tried so many different styles and
Wow.
textures and shapes. So it's got a nice little band, sponsored by Visit Sarasota. You know what this would be perfect for? Braves Country Music Fest that we're having here on June 13th at Truist Park.
Yeah, so what made you guys want to do that? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I mean, why not? We have a lot of baseball games. So we have a stadium that's built for 365 years a day. You know what I mean? We can do events all year long.
Yeah.
So why not, like, baseball, country music, we're in the South, like, let's do it.
I think the concert's in June, right? So is
It's
it going to
June,
be like
June
after
13th.
a home game, or is this when the team's away?
No, the team is out of town.
Okay.
So this is a Saturday where a team's on the road, got the whole stadium to
We're
ourselves.
fully sending it for this concert.
Full day music fest. This is going to be given out in May, so then come back to the concert in June, wear your hat. It's perfect.
Perfect.
We also have a Hawaiian shirt, and this one is a lot of fun. I think fans are going to have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I've even been talking to girls around the office. Like, you could use that as like a cover up, go into the pool.
Oh yeah, I love the different colors in it. I like
Super
how it's
colorful.
like your pink, your light blue. You know, I feel like that's really popular with sports apparel now, like not just sticking to the basic colors, but this is really, really bright, super fun for summer.
Exactly, yep. And then the last two are technically part of other collections that we'll get to in a minute, but we've got another wearable. It's a short sleeve hoodie featuring our lovely third baseman,
And
Austin Riley.
This is a really nice material too, like perfect for working out. It's light, it's got that like sweat wicking material. I really like that.
The dry fit, yep. It's got the hood with the strings. Sponsored by Xfinity. Thank you, Xfinity. And then, who doesn't love Dale Murphy? We were really hoping that he would get inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, and we could put a fun little patch on his sleeve. But we love him just the same. So we've got a really cool throwback jersey. It's got number 3, Murphy on the back. It's going to be a lot of fun. Truist helped us out with this one. So these are kind of our wearables that we have this year.
I love those. Perfect. Now, kind of like Jori said earlier, this one is for the kids. So we've got some very specific kids giveaways. Before we jump into these, Jori, just remind fans out there what exactly is Kids Club Sunday.
Yeah, so what we do are, every Sunday is going to be very family focused, very kid centric. Kids get to run the bases after every game. We've got extra activations. So every Sunday you have a home game. We do giveaways for the first 3,000 kids through the gates, typically 14 and under. And then every month we will continue our Kids Club Sundays, where you get, one of these and an extra giveaway as well.
Nice.
So more to come on those. But this is what we've debuted for our kids collection. I'm really, really excited. You can see we decided to make some jerseys for the kiddos too, because why not? So we've got a kids football jersey, soccer, and then we do have the basketball jersey. We just couldn't quite get it in time for this. But the really cool thing that we're also going to do this year is have 2 sizes you can choose from at the gates. So you go in, you'll see a large or a medium. You can kind of go to whichever table that'll fit you. Same on the adult side, except we'll do large and extra large, so people can kind of have some options and be able to wear it a little longer.
I'm sure you guys have been wondering, bobbleheads. Yes, we finally have some bobbleheads. We'll talk more about some of those later, but these ones are perfect for the kiddos. They're kind of miniature
These are
size.
our mini ones. So our normal bobbleheads are about 7 inches. These are 5.5. They still bobble. They're super cute. So we've got Drake Baldwin celebrating his Rookie of the Year award. And Michael Harris, he makes so many amazing catches over the center field wall, so we kind of wanted to pay homage to that. So these are like perfect kid-size collectibles.
Yeah, these are great. And we don't have a bobblehead, but this is something that's pretty unique that can sit on the same shelf as those bobbleheads.
So this is an LED light. We actually have been using it at our own desks. You could use it as a night light. It comes with this cool remote control, and so it lights up so you can press like which color. So yeah, I think my kids will probably use it as a night light, but you could put it in your office, your desk, kind of wherever. And then, oh, let's go back to these. Every
sunglasses.
Kid.
Oh yeah,
Every
I feel like
little
I
ball
see
player
these all around.
wants these sunglasses. So we kind of went with a cool orange gradient on the frames, little Braves right there, a little gripping on the nose and back here. So I feel like a lot of our little guys are gonna have these.
And that'll go perfectly with one of these hats. So it looks like number 13.
This one's really cool. If you can't tell, it's kind of the chenille lettering. So we're calling it our Ronald Acuna chenille cap. So we've got that. We got his signature stitched in on the side, his name on the back. It's like really good quality.
It is, and it kind of looked a little bit bigger. I thought it was an adult hat for a second, but
no, it's a snapback. So yep, it'll definitely fit the kiddos.
Perfect. And I think we had something like this last season. So
yes,
these are back. The sliding gloves.
The sliding mitt.
Sliding mitt.
Yeah, last year's was yellow. It was super popular. So we wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit, do another one. Those retail, the real sliding mitts are pretty expensive, and we found a factory that could really make what we felt was a good quality mitt at a more affordable price for us. So it's like pretty close to what you could get if you're going to your big box retailers.
And then remind fans, how can you join the Kids Club?
Yeah, so you literally just go to braves.com/Kids Club. It's free to sign up, free to join. If you do kind of want an upper tier, we've got our rookies, which is free, our MVPs. And if you are an MVP member, you get to have the Kids Club kit, which is really cool, and we'll ship it straight to your house. But Kids Club members get ticket discounts, invites to really cool things. They get to participate in Kids Club Day where you're, a player comes, you can sit in front of them, ask them a question, all sorts of stuff.
Those Q&As are so much fun, just hearing about the different questions that the kids ask. And I know the players really enjoy it too.
Yep. Last but not least,
I forgot about this guy over here.
How did you forget about this little fella? So I think this will be very popular, just coming from a mom of a 6-year-old boy who plays youth sports, and it is kind of nice living with a focus group of children in my house. So I run all these things by them. So
now, what do they think? Are they really excited about all these?
My son was like, "Can I wear these to school on Monday?" I was like, "No, I have to take those back." So we've got a bucket hat, as you can see up here on this little guy. The kids love the bucket hats, by the way. They're super, super popular. When we did the Home Depot Tools one,
that was a really cool one. I like those.
Man, people are asking me for that like crazy. So we've got, these really kind of colorful ice cream hat and shorts. The cool thing we're gonna do about the shorts, because they do have a drawstring. So moms, we can do that. The shorts are actually going to come in a small and a large, so you can pick two.
And then will these be given out together, or are they going to be on two different Sundays?
So the hat is going to be in April, and the shorts will be in August. So you got plenty of time. It comes with pockets. Plenty of time to get your tickets for all of these. I'm just really excited. I think it's a good slate. I'm very close to it, obviously, so that's why I feel that way. But I'm excited to hear what you all think too.
Now, Jori, I feel like these are the items that people go especially crazy for. People get here early, they try to sell them on eBay. People have been collecting them for years. My husband's childhood bedroom is just lined with little Braves bobbleheads.
That's amazing.
From 20 years ago. Let's get into bobbleheads. We were talking a little bit before this. I know there's a couple different collections, so whichever one you want to start with first.
Yeah, so everybody loves bobbleheads. I think that's what makes baseball so unique, is we had kind of built this niche of bobblehead loving fans, and kind of we've showed all the different wearables, so we do have a lot more of those than we normally do, but of course you can't abandon your bobblehead. So I want to actually start with this one. This is a new concept called a bobble card. So part bobblehead, you kind of get the torso's head bobbles, but built into like a 3D baseball card. So on the back you see all the stats. So this is Chris Sale. We're going to give this one out in April. And then we're also going to have Jurickson, Profar, and Matt Olson
This
later.
is a super cool one. So is this one
one's neat.
brand new, like new this year?
We've never done this before. It's one of the vendors we work with. They kind of built this up and have trademarked it. But a couple other teams did it last year, so I kind of waited to see how it went. And they said it was a big hit and just kind of something a little different and fun to add to your collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who else? We've got our current guys, current classics. So obviously we've got Drake Baldwin, winning Rookie of the Year. So freaking proud of that guy. He's so deserving. So this is the very first one we're going to give away, March 31st, I think. That first homestand, opening
So
homestand.
wow, we're having a giveaway during the opening homestand.
Yeah, so we felt like anytime someone wins an award like that in the off season, the best time to recognize them is in that first homestand, acknowledge it, it's still kind of fresh. So this is Drake Baldwin and his Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year award, kind of in the plaque in the background.
Very nice.
Thanks to our friends at Coke.
Who else do we have over here?
We got Hassan Kim.
Yeah.
So really excited about our shortstop. We got him number 7 wearing the Braves Friday Reds. These are his really cool sunglasses that we kind of built the kids' sunglasses off.
Very well done. Very accurate.
Really cool gradient. Got the South Korean flag right here too on the base to pay homage to him, and his name on the back in Korean. So that's going to be a really fun one as well.
Joy, I have to ask you, when you guys design these bobbleheads, do you get to pick a sample? Do they send you a sample beforehand? How many kind of rounds of reviews do you guys go through for these?
So these are all built from clay. They're molded from clay. So they start with a block of clay. We give them a photo sheet of here's every angle of the player's face. Here's what color we want him in.
So does the player have to come in and get a mug shot?
No, we basically just send pictures of the player to the artist, and then they start to carve it out of clay, and then they'll send us pictures back of the clay models, and we'll say, no, his nose is too big, or his ears are too low, or his elbow guard's on the wrong shoulder or wrong elbow.
That is funny. I didn't know so much went into it like that.
Yeah, that's why they take a while. So, and then once you get the clay in the right, everything looks good and approved there, then they go into the painted style. So then they'll paint it, and we'll say, make sure all the colors look right, make sure they've got the quick creep patch on the right arm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and with so many,
it's meticulous.
I'm always paranoid that we're gonna miss it, because you guys don't miss it when we mess up.
But I'm sure these aren't even all the bobbleheads that we're giving away this season. When you have to go through that same design and review process for so many different ones, I'm sure it gets a little mind-numbing.
There's a lot of it's just a lot of details. So you just have to be really meticulous, but it is fun. It's like art. You get to kind of create it.
There are worse jobs out there for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So they're very fragile. So obviously if you've broken any, or my children, they're all in pieces, you'll see the clay. It's underneath. But luckily, once you get the prototype that's painted, at that point, you have the mold and you can run it through a machine, but they are hand molded and hand painted.
Wow. I remember last year we featured Spencer Strider's dog, Kipnis, on a bobblehead. So now we've got little Cash over there.
That's right. Our player and dog series continues. And this is a fun little tie-in with NextGuard, one of our great partners. So this is Michael Harris, Money Mike, and his dog named Cash, which is pretty perfect. So his little dog, or his little head bobbles, he's a golden doodle, super cute. So that's our current classics collection.
We have some of the older guys over here too. Andrew Jones.
That's right, Andrew. Y'all, we actually made this in 2024 because we were hoping he would get.
Oh, you guys were ready.
In the Hall of Fame in 25, so we were ready. So we've been sitting on this one for a while, but we're super, super excited. Last month he got voted in, so he'll be officially inducted into Cooperstown in July. And then literally a few days after that, we are giving away the Andrew Jones Hall of Fame bobblehead.
Oh,
and
that's perfect.
I've already talked to the Hall of Fame. I'm like, can you please fly his plaque down? I would love for fans to be able to take a picture of that.
And they've been good about that, right? Years past, I remember we
did it with Fred McGriff.
Okay.
We did it with John Schuerholz. Yeah, so they're very accommodating. They're wonderful at the hall. So really excited that we finally get to celebrate Andrew because he's so deserving.
We have some other alumni over here too.
Yes, the big cat, y'all. He wasn't here for a long time, but it was an impactful time. So we've got Andre Scalaraga. This one is awesome. There is a jaguar in the back, which is native to his Venezuela.
Kind of a postcard looking billboard.
Exactly. This
artwork.
One's going to be sponsored by Northside Hospital. His head bobble, he's got that great stance. So really excited. And then we can move on to Javi, everyone's favorite catcher of years past. Well, that's not true. We have a lot of favorite catchers. Ryan McCann, we all know he's my favorite catcher. Let's be honest.
One of our favorites. We'll just say that.
This one is cool because his mask actually comes off, so you can kind of remove his mask.
That's going to be such a big hit with the kids.
Yeah. So Javi Lopez.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Our partners at Coke got on that one, and then David Justice. So. He was really great. I know we've talked about this. I plugged this, I think, in the DJ Shockley episode. But if you haven't listened to Ricky's podcast that he did about the 30th anniversary of the 95 team, like this guy stole the show in that entire podcast series. So, and he's just a great personality. He's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So the good thing is we have asked each guy to kind of fly in and be here on their night. So fingers crossed that they'll be here in person and we can do some fun stuff. And
that's some special insider info.
Yeah, exactly. Really hope it works out, but we made the ask.
Now I know we have a ton of giveaways here, but I just have to ask, is there anything else coming? Anything
Lauren,
you haven't shared yet?
How did you know? Yeah, this is everything that we're able to share as of this first week in February. We are still working on a couple things in particular, so definitely stay tuned. We may or may not have another musical act.
Okay.
A la, some of our collaborations.
You'll just give us that? That's
what, maybe more than one. I don't know. So.
So when can we expect those dates to come out, those ideas?
Those will probably be a couple more months.
Okay. And where can fans stay up to date with anything new that's coming out?
Yeah, so if you go to braves.com/promos, you'll be able to see all these items, all the dates, anything else we may have going on that day for the giveaway. But definitely follow @Braves on social because they'll be announcing any new giveaways or any new fun partnerships. We've got some really cool ticket packs this year that are kind of new with new IP that fans love. Like obviously we know Harry Potter and Star Wars and Barbie has been great, but we've got a couple new ones too in the works. And then, get on the Braves e-newsletter, and you'll definitely get all the updates there.
And now I know all of these are your babies, but I do believe that on certain days you do have favorite children. Like I don't have kids yet, but again, I can imagine you've got favorite kids on certain days. So out of all your babies, out of all your giveaways, which one is your favorite that we've talked about today?
I am going to say...
We're looking over here because all the jerseys are over there. So we're...
Bobbleheads are fun, but it was really cool to be able to think a little bit more outside the box and venture more into that wearable space. I think the basketball jersey, because it kind of has it's reminiscent of that old Hawks jersey, like the Dikembe Mutombo time frame. Like I just think that's going to be really cool. And Acuna attached to that makes perfect sense. So I think that's probably it for me. Since you just now saw all these, what about you?
I have to say the hockey one. I feel like you could probably see it on my face when I was over there.
Yeah.
Big fan of just Drake Baldwin, him winning Rookie of the Year, and I think Atlanta loves hockey. I know it didn't work out for us back in the past with the Thrashers, but I am hopeful that we get an NHL team at some point, maybe later this year or next year, or at least sometime in the future, and I think fans are going to be really big on that.
I do too, and I'm glad you brought that up because the Nashville Predators, who we work really well with, they're actually having a baseball night on March 1st or May 2nd. It's that Monday. So we're going to come up and participate in their baseball night.
So Nashville friends, come see us.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're going to come down and participate in our hockey night. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's just like kind of combining two cool worlds. And obviously Tom Glavine, he had that really great interview with Drake Baldwin about their love for hockey. So there's a lot of tie-ins and like fun things to do with that night.
Yeah, I think people are going to be lined up for that one for sure. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, Jori. You got anything else to add? I mean, this is your world.
Yeah. A good
idea
can come from anywhere. So let us know which ones like you're really excited about because that's just a great way for us to kind of gauge, like what's really kind of trending. And even like in the comments, like let us know if you have any ideas or anything you think would be really cool, because again, like a great idea can literally come from anywhere. So we really want to create giveaways that fans get really excited about, that make you want to come and add it to your collection and feel like you're really getting your money's worth. When you come here, you get a baseball game and an incredible experience. You get a free item. So yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah, I'll be definitely adding some of these to my calendar. So we're pumped to see you, pumped to see all the fans carrying around those bobbleheads and
That's
everything
right.
else around the ballpark this season.